Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you that are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm, coaching paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week, hopefully to bring you some semblance of positivity and a little bit of invitement into kind of getting life better for you and whatever you're facing. Having worked with over 15, well, actually 18,000 people now, and over a 15-year period of time, would love to be of assistance to you if I can. This is our Hidden Depression series, which we've done before, but a little bit of update, especially with the post-pandemic related stuff that so many people are going through. In any event, if you are looking for coaching, please feel free to reach out. A couple of ways to do that: A on Twitter at PO Perception, or B, in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or members of my team. We can make something happen from there. In any event, there's a couple of things to look at as it relates to moving forward if you are dealing with healing with hidden depression and or healing that. And so a couple of things is no focus. So the inability to stay focused on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish becomes a super big problem. This is because it takes a lot of mental energy just to kind of deal with the emotions that you're cycling through at any given moment, and so the ability to focus when you're in that space can be extremely hard and somewhat painful. It's also extremely difficult because at the end of the day, there's some signs that you almost have accomplished less, and so then you'll ruminate on the things that you didn't accomplish, which ultimately leads to even more stalling. The stalling behavior becomes, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it when I have more energy, I'll do it when things are better for me, I'll do it whenever. And then what happens is weeks or months or even years go by and you don't realize where it is and how it is that you've been looking at ultimately going through the value of making a good run of it. And so there's a lot of challenges as it relates to trying to figure out how to make decisions that protect you from losing that amount of time and losing that amount of value in your own life. And when I say losing, what I mean is the expense of energy as it relates to kind of losing time when you're dealing with things of this nature, when you're dealing with feeling like you haven't done enough, beating yourself up because you haven't done enough, kind of getting to a place where you're dissatisfied with everything that's going on around you, can cause you to emotionally shut down. This means you're not expressing what your needs are, you're not expressing what would make you happier, which if you're not expressing it, it also means you can't reach it, which ultimately means you stay further in the brain fog associated with the depression or anxiety or panic or frustration or self hatred, self loathing, and otherwise negative emotions that you've been vacillating on for a very long time. It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything 100% wrong with you, but it does mean that you've got to look at yourself differently in order to be able to make any degree of consistent progress towards the kind of amalgamation and release of all that stuff. Finding someone to talk to on a consistent basis, weekly or even sometimes more than that, in the most chronic stages, is super valuable and important. If you're avoiding your friends, this is another sign that you are going through some level of hidden depression. This is because you don't want people that you actually care what they think of you to see you in a weakened light. And so the nature is, I will deal with them only when I'm feeling good. I'll deal with them only when I can put on the airs that they think of me as or how they see me. I won't leave myself open to their ridicule or negativity, and I don't want to do that. So instead of doing that, I will just be in a place of complete and utter kind of frustration or frustration of despair as it relates to kind of amalgamating things going forward and knowing when and where and how to do that in a way that matters for us. And so the next thing there is kind of looking at things from talking a bit less and knowing how to do that and knowing where to do that and when to do that, and also kind of looking at things from a better perspective or a manner at which we are able to identify the the natures of kind of looking at things in a better way, in a deeper way, and also kind of giving ourselves permission to identify how to move forward and how to be more driven to get the help we need when we need it. If we're talking less on a consistent basis for an extended period of time, this can be another sign that there is a larger problem. So that's another indicator as well. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.